Hi everyone! I hope you had a lovely Christmas last Monday. And let's talk about Star Wars. I don't know if you heard, but Mark Hamill tweeted something a couple of days ago that I'm gonna read now. He tweeted, I regret voicing my doubts and insecurity in public. Creative differences are a common element of any project, but usually remain private. All I wanted was to make a good movie. I got more than that. Rian Johnson made an all-time great one. So that was Mark Hamill tweet maybe 2-3 days ago. So when I saw that, I was angry and I was upset and I was saying, what the fuck? But I wasn't upset or angry at Mark Hamill. I was upset and angry at Disney because I really think Disney had screwed over not just Luke Skywalker but also the actor Mark Hamill. So let's start from the beginning. So first of all, we all know that Mark was a bit upset over the Force Awakens because Luke Skywalker wasn't in the movie. Well, he was in the movie, but he had no lines. He only saw up at the end, the last scene. So I was also upset about it, especially because in the trailer we all could hear Luke Skywalker speaking to someone saying, the Force is very strong in my family. I have it. My father had it. My sister has it. Now you have it too. So I was really looking forward to the scene. And then as the date approached, I noticed that none of the Star Wars poster had Luke Skywalker on them. It was only like Han Solo, Leia, and the new characters, but no Luke Skywalker. So I told my sister, either they made him evil, or they kill him off, or he's not in the movie. So yeah, he wasn't in the movie. He only saw up at the end, and then J.J. Abrams explained that was a decision he made in favor of the plot because he didn't want the audience to be distracted thinking about Luke Skywalker. He wanted the audience to get invested in the new characters before introducing Luke Skywalker again, which I think, fair enough. Okay, I can get behind that idea. Mark Hamill did too. He was a bit upset, but he got over it, and then he started to filming. But last spring we had the first warning about what was coming. Mark Hamill said last spring, I told Johnson, I fundamentally disagree with everything you did to the character. So that was our first warning. I think most fans were in denial. I was in denial. Like, I saw that. I read the interview and I didn't really want to listen to Mark because I was so excited and so looking forward to it, look in the fucking screen and, so we didn't want to listen. We were all thinking, wow, now Rey's handing Luke the lightsaber, his dad's lightsaber. What is Luke going to do? He will toss it away, guys. He will toss it away. So yeah, in the last few weeks, I think Mark Hamill has not been shy, and he's let us know what he thinks about the movie and what he thinks about the character. He said things like he wished Disney would have listened to George Lucas' ideas or wouldn't taken a closer approach to Star Wars. He said that George Lucas had a very good ideas about where he wanted to take these movies, and Disney chose to go in the opposite direction, which I think was a mistake because yes, the prequels are flawed. George Lucas is not a good director. He's not at directing actors, and he's not good at writing scripts. He has very poor writing skills. But he's very good. He's very good at coming up with amazing ideas. Like, he's a fucking genius, and Disney threw that away. I don't understand why. Mark Hamill doesn't understand why, and he wishes they wouldn't have done that. He also said, that's not my Luke Skywalker. That's another Luke Skywalker, maybe Jake Skywalker, but that's not my Luke Skywalker in that movie. Yes, of course, he isn't. I think the same. He also said, he said to Johnson, Jedis don't give up. That's what a Jedi is. They don't give up. So if something bad happened to Luke, he would retreat, maybe go away for a year or two. But at the end, he would come back. He would face the situation and he would make his best to fix it. That's what Jedis do. That's what Luke Skywalker would do. Yes, of course, that's what Luke Skywalker would do. Like, are we surprised Mark Hamill knows Luke Skywalker? No, well, at least I'm not. But not only Disney and Johnson didn't listen to Mark, I also got the feeling, listening to him, that they were Johnson was a bit upset or displeased by his objections. Mark Hamill also said, like, this is not Luke's story anymore, so the way main character was necessary to develop Rey's story. It had to be that way for the movie to work, which I think is bullshit. If you are not good enough to write a movie that, one, shows respect to the original characters, and two, bring in new characters that we can be interested in, then don't write a fucking movie, for God's sake. Forsake, okay? So yes, Mark Hamill has been saying for months he disagrees with the way Luke was portrayed in this movie. He disagrees with it fundamentally. He thinks that Luke is a completely different person. He thinks Luke would never ever act that way. And I think that's what many Star Wars fans think too. That's what I think. When I was watching that movie, my heart was breaking and I couldn't recognize the person in the screen. He might look like Luke Skywalker, but he wasn't Luke Skywalker. He was not the man who redeemed Darth Vader. He was not the man who refused to give up in hopes of saving his father. Even though everyone, his mentor, Yoda, Obi-Wan, Leia, they all wanted him either to face Vader or to run away. But no, he stood up by his beliefs, and he believed in his father, in the inner goodness of his father. And now this is the guy who, in a very similar situation, decides to do the opposite thing and then run away because he cannot face his mistakes. That's not Luke Skywalker, of course not. I'm very upset about it, and I understand that Mark has to be even more upset than I am, because all in all, Luke Skywalker is a big part of Mark Hamill. He was the one who portrayed 30 years ago, and the character has been with him for a very long time. So it's very understandable that he's protective of Luke. You know, I admire Mark because he could have lied to us. Like, how many actors and actresses are in bad movies and tell the audience it's a very good movie, or the crew did a very good job, or we all worked very hard, or yes, please go and see it. But no, Mark Hamill was honest. He tell us how he felt about it, and I really appreciated that. And now, this week, like 2-3 days ago, he tweeted the Twitter I read to you, and he apologized. He changed his mind. I just don't believe it. I can't believe it. After months thinking the same thing, he cannot. It's a lie. He's lying, and he's not lying because he wants to. It's obvious to everyone that Disney had, I don't know, maybe frightened him with a. Because I understand that Mark Hamill signed a contract and he has an obligation to fulfill with Disney. So I don't know what they said to him. I don't know how they threatened him. But it's obvious to me that Disney is putting a lot of pressure on him to apologize and to lie to the fans. And that's a thing that I cannot forgive. Because not only Disney is screwed over Luke Skywalker, but they are screwing over Mark Hamill too. They are making him lie, basically. They were completely unrespectful of him as an actor, of his character, and I'm so angry about it. So guys, if you share this feeling, just please in any way you can, and Twitter, Facebook, whatever you can do, just so you support to Mark Hamill, because he's an icon. We all love Mark Hamill, and it's not his fault that the way Johnson or Disney treated his character is not Mark Hamill's fault, and the way they threatened him, I don't know what they said to him, but it's obvious that they are putting a lot of pressure on him to defend the movie and apologize for his honest words. So yes, just let me know what you think. Do you really think like Mark Hamill changed his mind? Do you agree at all with any part of Luke's characterization in this movie? Do you think is any hope for Star Wars going forward? because honestly, when I read the numbers, I saw there was a huge drop from Friday to Friday, maybe 67% drop in America, and where The Force Awakens won 600 millions, The Last Jedi is earned only 400 million. So that's a big difference, but it's also The Force Awakens was the first one in the trilogy. Usually the first movie, it always earns more money than the following one, so I can't deny that people are going to the cinema to watch Star Wars. I hope like hardcore fans like me that usually we go to the cinema maybe 5-6 times will stop, will go once, maybe twice, but no more, because I don't think Disney deserves our money. After a way they treated Luke Skywalker, and after a way they treated Mark Hamill. For me, it's like a bit of screw you to him, and I just want to say like screw you Disney. And yes, of course I'll go and watch Avengers then, because how can I not? But I don't think I'll can go to the cinema to watch Star Wars again, Disney Star Wars, because I feel like I'm being unfaithful to Luke Skywalker. As silly as it sounds, I can't stand by and watch the way they treat the character and the actor, and think like everything is right. It doesn't matter, because in a way it does matter. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts, and if you can show your support to Mark Hamill, please do, because he's a fucking amazing guy. He gave us Luke Skywalker. He's a very good actor. For me, his performance was the best in The Last Jedi, and even though the movie is terrible and Luke Skywalker was Jake Skywalker, he obviously did a terrific job, and he deserves, to know that the fans, we are all behind him. So yeah, this is it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want, and I hope you all have a lovely New Year's. Bye bye.